Hi there, name's Gary Bucklehorn. Nice to meet you. April 20th is fast approaching. Canon and Sony both have a major announcement. It's gonna be dogs barking at each other to win our love. I have some valuable insider information I'd like to share with you. And let's discuss what they're about to release.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So welcome to the cinema. It's the widest shot ever and loud on YouTube. I have a microphone just out of shot. It's an industry secret, so you get good audio, but you can't even see it. Wow. So we've been going through a bit of a dry spout. Nothing's announced. The X-T4 delayed every month. It's getting further and further away. It's like a carrot on a stick dangling, but it's attached to you, so it's never gonna get closer. Unless you fool the system. They don't want you to know that you could just break the stick and take it. So Canon announces April 20th, we're gonna announce something new. Everybody's getting all excited. Then Sony, like a dickhead, the older brother, was like, oh, I also have an announcement. Look at me, Mom. Stop competing for your parents' love. I think they're doing this because NAB was canceled. Is it even in the ballpark of now? Yeah, so NAB, which is the video-centric show, was supposed to be in April, but it's canceled due to people afraid of the flu. Coughing blood flu. Oh, it hurts. I can't breathe. Shut your... So NAB, which a lot of people don't know, stands for National Asshole Broadcasters Show, is a video-centric show. So Canon and Sony are about to announce video-centric devices. Let's start with Canon. We know something stupid's coming with the cinema camera that nobody will buy ever. Rumor has it it's the C300 Mark II or III? Oh boy, I should have confirmed that. C300 Mark III. What's it gonna be, $15,000 or $35,000? I don't like the ballparks of those ranges. We're thinking bring it back down to $2,000 for a cinema camera? That's the modern day world. Let me just be blunt and say that there's nothing that this camera could have that would make me even look at it in a window. I wouldn't even window shop for this stupid piece of outdated technology brick. Unless I had to hold down a criminal that just stole a better camera and then I had this and I put it on him until the police came. That's the only use. I'm not gonna lie to you, the image coming out of a C200 or even C100 with its raw capabilities is just so phenomenal, it's too nice to even look at. But still, they lack a lot of the features, like slow motion apparently. They don't even have it in C200. Don't quote me on that. The irony is, I want a camera entirely dedicated to video, which is what this lineup is. But it's too big and heavy and expensive. It's stupid. You shrink that down, dickhead. I wouldn't feel right bringing that thing anywhere. My entire show would be just begging people not to rob me. That's all I could focus on. Like, don't take it. And the pressure to produce something nice with a cinema camera, now that I have it, it's like, oh, no excuses now. And then I produce what I usually do, like this kind of thing. And it's like, oh, still, it's not user error. It's the system's wrong. I could make a movie. What, you think I couldn't? I've done it. All my life, I've been looking for Bigfoot. The damn asshole doesn't even exist. I spent 40 years. My wife left me for a cattle rancher. What am I gonna do now? Kenneth, it's not about finding Bigfoot. Don't you see? It's the journey that you had in here that really mattered. Think of all the time in the bush that you honed your skills at survival. That's the real truth. I just wanted one picture to prove to myself that my life hasn't been a waste. That God didn't waste his time on me. God up there, he made something in a bowl, and I want to make him proud. Kenneth, I don't know if God's proud of you. I never talked to the man, but you know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You done right. You done right by us. Oh, the power of that scene. Just with the wide angle shot to really focus on the facial expressions. The emotion just really plays well with the wide angle shot. They're doing it wrong. When you focus just here, that's not right. If I was Canon, I would consider coming out with a cinema camera, but just budget as shit. Just the most basic thing, RF mount. But lacking so much, no EVF. The EVS cost $15,000, but the rest of it's all good. Only photographers use EVFs. They're stupid. They're photographers. Stacy. That's a nice plant. Okay, water it. I'm gonna freeze the water spout with a shutter of 1/30th. Everything's blurry. Oh, why did I read Tony Northrup's book backwards to my cat? I never fully embraced the teachings. The answers were in there. I was the problem. I've been asking for an RF cinema camera from the beginning, but like a budget one. We've seen we can't really have nice things. The Panasonic S1H, like that was the perfect camera. It's too big and heavy and expensive. So now this R5, will they announce that thing here? It is video centric. Again, same problem's gonna be too big and heavy and expensive and stupid and fat. Think about this, in Canada, it's probably gonna be $5,000 plus tax. This lens, another $4,000. At that point, you could buy anything else. You could buy a car and travel the world. You could buy a horse and ride across the world. Think of that adventure. Although the horse do get tired, you'd have to feed it. That could get costly. The grass is free, but they do like apples and carrots. You could make it work. You could become a black belt in any martial art over 10 years for that same cost. Less probably. You could take any skill, go to college, go to university, become a electronic robot fixer. I don't have the vocabulary that my show needs right now. I just don't think we need such high-end equipment. Like, just give me the basics and we're good to go. And then we pay attention to amazing lighting and like microphone placement with the leading lines leading you to the sound. So I think Canon will announce the C300 Mark III. I don't know if they're planning on announcing the R5, but say they do, and also a development announcement for the much more exciting R6, which is just crippled down. It is, though. You can't deny it. It's still good. It's better. I want it. I want it a lot. I love Canon. I'm filming here. I finally got it to look good. So relax. We're friends. I don't like your battery switch door. It's a stupid door. You gotta hold it out with your fingernail and then, what the hell's that? And then it snaps in without me having to lock it? I like that. But one part of the equation doesn't make a pie. When it comes to Sony, I think this is going to be much more exciting. I think we are finally getting the Sony X3 4000. What the hell was that? Sorry for hiding this out of shot the whole time, but we're going to get the upgrade to it. GoPro wannabe bitch, take a sip of the fountain of failure. That's where you belong. We know Sony has some type of fixed lens compact camera. I'd be super happy with an RX100 that's an 18 to 35, 18 to 50 if you could, 1.8 to 2.8. Doesn't even have to be, just 2.8. Mic jack everything, better stabilization. I could dig it. I would dig it hard. But I have a sad, darkened place in my heart that says they've discontinued this. It's never gonna be upgraded. So it's gonna be an RX0. And they're not gonna put a wider angle lens. It's still gonna be at 24mm, but they might fix the autofocus so it actually works. And that's it. That piece of shit. I wish it was the X4000 so bad. A lot of people don't know this is a flippy screen. Fully articulating flippy screen. That's gonna break. You know, back in the day, my dream camera was the Sony FS5, that cinema camera. It was like, one day, I'll get that thing. It's like, that's not even good now. Like, this is better. Everything I have, that. Even the GoPro, it's better. Proven by science. The video looked worse than the A6300 at the time. But if they could upgrade the FX9, I think there's rumors of an FX6 that's a more budget version. I'd take a look in your direction. If it's not over $5,000, even that Canadian, it's $11 American, it's too much. I'm really hoping that it's this upgrade. I think it's going to be the RX0 though. If you could just put a wider angle, an 18mm, and bump it up to 2.8 at least, instead of 24, give me a break. And I could use your single autofocus as long as it's wide, but 24mm needs a tripod, and then there's no way to focus on you. What a failed design. Don't even market that thing towards my ass. I'll slap your baby. Little Sony baby, trying to take over the world. I ain't gonna let you do it. So who do you think will win this day, Canon or Sony? I think it's gonna be Canon, especially if they announce the R5 and potential R6 down the road. They're gonna steal some sunshine, but would Sony have booked the event if they knew they didn't have something to compete? Dare we dream the A7S III is coming? They're more likely to release a second version of the Walkman than they are the Sony A7S III. It's about the same time frame from the A7S II. If Canon announces the R5 and it's somewhat decently priced, they win the day. But if Sony announces an X4000, it's over. I'll buy an R5 to film myself buying the X4000 and then return the R5. And I'll keep the battery. I lost it. I don't know what happened. That's demon behavior. So what do you think's coming from Sony and Canon on April 20th? Make it magical down there. Get my hopes up, because I'm dying inside. When it comes to cameras, a lot of shame and sadness in my heart. So, still, I'm not wearing the shirt. God damn it. Buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.